Hey everyone, Hassan here. Got another review for you today. These are some of the figures from the Captain America the Winter Soldier toy line. I don't really collect too many of the Marvel action figures, but whenever it comes to the characters from the Marvel movies, I want to at least have at least one of every character, or at least their new suits or something like that. Like I have all the Avengers figures from the three, what are they, 3.75 inches, 4 inches, something like that. I don't know what they are exactly. But I'll kind of measure it later and figure that out. But, you know, I collected all those. I collected a couple of different Iron Man figures as well, War Machine, stuff like that. And so since Captain America the Winter Soldier is out now, I wanted to collect these, and they are pretty cool. So in the movie, this right here is the new suit that Captain America has, although he only kind of uses it in the beginning of the movie. I'm not really going to, you know, spoil the movie if you haven't seen it already, and if you haven't, go see it because it's awesome. But this is kind of like just his new suit basically, and he only kind of has it for part of the movie, mostly the beginning, I guess. And yeah, it's pretty cool looking. I kind of like the design of it, so I wanted to get a figure of this because I have the Avengers figure for Captain America, and that was cool. But I wanted to get one of the different suit, and then of course I had to get one for the Winter Soldier as well. So this is the packaging here. Captain America the Winter Soldier. It's got Captain America there. This is a part of the Super Soldier Gear toy line, I guess. This is the Grapple Cannon Captain America and the Precision Strike Winter Soldier. So let's take a quick look at the packaging itself. So he comes with a little suction dart, so we'll test that out, see how it is. And it shows you what the Super Soldier Gear can do is you can take the little, like this dart launcher that it comes with, and attach it to the battle helmets, which you can buy separately. I'm not going to buy the helmet because I think I'm sure it'll probably be something that fits kids. It's going to be completely pointless for me to buy. But if you do have it, then you can use it there. Nothing else too fancy there. And then the back shows the figure as well, and a little description also for the figure. Fires suction darts. So there it is. That is the figure. So I will open him up and take a look at that as well. But here's the Winter Soldier, and he launches a rocket, as you can see right there. The side, I guess the rocket also works with the battle helmet. And there's the figure on the back, and you have your little description there. Although I think this is the same description as this one had, so it looks, yeah, a very similar description, or at least, yeah, pretty much same. Almost, actually, that's so weird. It's like the same description, but like one is slightly like bigger font or something. Like that's, what an odd decision to do that. I don't understand that, but anyways, so yeah, that is that. So those are the two figures. So let's open these up and take a look. Alright, so I have them opened up and out of the package. Here they are, Captain America and the Winter Soldier. So let's get the boxes out of the way. And first things first, let's focus on Captain America here. I'll move his weapon out of the way. Let's just take a look at the figure. In fact, I'll take his shield off, just so you can kind of focus on Captain America himself. So there he is. And he looks pretty cool. This suit is definitely really nice looking. The toy is pretty cool. So there he is there. Yeah, I mean overall I think this is a really cool look. In terms of articulation, the head does rotate around 360 degrees, and it does move up and down. The arms can move up about that much, and they do rotate around 360 degrees. They do have articulation backwards, broken arm, and forwards right there. And it does rotate around 360 degrees as well. So lots of movement there. He can do the splits, and the legs can move forward and back. Not quite as much, but still a decent amount. You can bend at the knees, and it does rotate around 360 degrees also. So plenty of articulation there. You know, if you're trying to pose him or something, you're not really going to have too many issues aside from just getting him to balance. You know, that might be the biggest thing, but he can definitely pose in a couple different ways there, as you can kind of see. Just getting him to balance is kind of the bigger challenge. This is the shield that he comes with. It's blue and everything. I'm trying to remember in the movie, I don't think his shield was ever blue. I think this is just for the toy, for whatever reason. It would have been nice for them to give the actual shield color from the movie. I don't remember it ever being a different color. I think it was always the typical, like with the red and everything on it, but maybe I just completely am forgetting that part of the movie or something. But there he is, and basically the way he holds the shield is the larger of the handles there, his hand just kind of slides through that, and then he holds on to the smaller one like so. And so, you know, he can kind of pose it however you want. You can have it up front like that, and yeah, pretty cool looking. So overall, yeah, I really do like this figure. I think he looks pretty sweet. I do also have the Captain America figure from the Avengers movie for comparison. So here is, so let me kind of get him to stand up here so that way I can put them side by side and you can sort of compare the two. Here is the one from the Avengers. So, as you can see, the Avengers one is slightly taller. So there is kind of that little difference there, very slightly. Not too noticeable, but there is a slight difference there. Obviously, completely different costume and stuff, but the shield is there. I think the shield is basically the same size, just different colors. And overall, you know, they're both pretty cool. I think he has basically the same articulation, both of the figures do. Just obviously different suits completely. They do have a figure for the Winter Soldier movie Toyline that is similar to his old suit, but I didn't get it because I thought it was just kind of too similar. I just wanted at least one of this suit, so that's why I got that figure. But there's that little comparison. And in case you were wondering, I do have from Iron Man 3 the Mark 47, I believe. So it's roughly the same size. This one might be a teeny bit taller, basically the same thing though. So if you have any of those Iron Man 3 figures, they are going to be in the same size range there. And I have from the Amazing Spider-Man 1, the first one, not the new movie coming out, one of the Spider-Man figures there. And he doesn't stand up very nicely, but if I just kind of hold him there, you'll see again, basically same size. So all of these Marvel movies, all their 3.75 inch or 4-inch figures, they're all basically the same scale. So that's really nice because then you can pretend like Spider-Man's with the Avengers, and that's definitely a big plus. So he does come with this weapon, and I will show you this weapon at the end. I'll kind of demonstrate the two different weapons. But first, I want to show you the Winter Soldier. So this guy, he was pretty awesome in the movie, and I really like this figure. I dig his look, seriously. He has a really cool look. I mean, as you can see, there's the helmet there. He's got the mask and everything covering his face. Some nice details on him there as well. Just really cool. And he has like the metal arm, which just looks really nice. I mean, the silver paint is pretty cool. They got the red star on there. Just overall, some really nice detail in this figure. He just looks really sweet. Just standing there in this pose that he has there, the way his arms are and everything, he just looks really just menacing and really cool looking. So I actually really do like this figure. You know, you got basically the same articulation there. The head rotates around, the arms, same articulation as Captain America that I just showed you. So he can do the splits. And the only thing is, at least this leg, I don't know if it's just this ball joint is off or something. Like this leg moves forward, but then this one doesn't. So it's kind of weird. I don't know if this guy was just not properly assembled or something, the one that I got, but this leg moves forward and this leg doesn't. And it doesn't move back either, because if you look, the actual joint is there. Actually, well, it allows it here too. I guess this ball joint doesn't rotate on my figure, which I think is just a defect with mine, because I'm sure it's supposed to rotate, but it's just one thing just to kind of keep an eye out for. So that is a bit of a shame, because it does kind of make him a bit hard to pose a little bit, but overall not too big of a deal for me, but it is something to keep an eye out for because, you know, it can hinder some articulation there. So I don't know if that's just my figure or if that's how he is in general, but there you have it. So overall, really cool looking though. I really do like the look of this figure. And he comes with this little missile launcher thing. So I'll show you this one first, actually. So here's the missile launcher, comes with the Winter Soldier. And this is stuff that they just pretty much made up for the toy. They needed some sort of a gimmick for the toy, so they made it up. And I think it's completely pointless, and I will probably never use this thing. First of all, it's really weird and annoying to even get him to hold it. These weapons are so massive that you try and put it on and they'll kind of fall over. This little handle here, it's so tiny, the little gap there, he really doesn't like grip onto it, you know, that well, if even at all. I can't really even get him to hold it that well. Really, you kind of have to stick his shoulder or his arm into that part of the cannon there. Somehow he just kind of sticks on, and it's just really weird. Honestly, it's like, I don't even know. It kind of stuck on. It's really pathetic. I don't know what this is for, because it's like you stick it up here, then this is not on anything. You do this, and this is not on anything. I don't understand the point of that. It's really weird. And not only that, the missile, right? Here's the missile, and you kind of stick it in here, and it activates, and you're supposed to be able to push it and fire the missile. It doesn't do anything. Like, it literally just slides out. Like, here it is. Ready? Push the button. Bam, he just fired a missile. Like, how ridiculous is that? I don't know if it's just mine or not, because when I do it, I would think the button should be higher up so I can push it, but it kind of goes further down. So I don't know if just this whole thing is completely defective, the weapon and the figure. But the one that I got, this is what it does, and it's pretty lame. So yeah, I'm not too happy with that there. So if it is just an issue with my figure, then that's some quality control stuff that they got to take care of there. But there's that. Then, you know, here's the one that comes with Captain America. Now this one does fire, so he can actually hold this with the handle here. I don't know what this thing is for. It's on the other one too. Like, it's supposed to stick onto something. Maybe it's for something else, some other toy that it connects with. Maybe. But basically, you kind of stick that on like that. He can kind of hold it, but he doesn't stand up straight holding it because this thing is so heavy. So it's not possible. You just kind of have to have him holding it like that, kind of, and even then he falls. So you can't really hold it, so that's kind of lame. But it does fire, so I'll push the button and bam. So that it actually fires a decent amount too. You know, I'll kind of show you. Bam. So that's actually pretty strong. And it does stick on. Kind of missed that there. I'll show you. You can kind of fire it like onto your wall or something, and it will stick on slightly and then fall off. But that's pretty neat. So it does kind of a bit of suction there. So that is pretty nice. So this weapon's actually not too bad as a little toy on its own, but it serves no purpose really because you can't hold it properly. And yeah, so basically the little gimmick for these things is completely pointless. I just got these for the figures themselves. And overall, you know, I think these figures are pretty cool. I think Captain America's suit is an interesting look for him, and I think it's a nice little figure. And I love the figure for the Winter Soldier in terms of the look. I think he looks great, and the figure looks, you know, very much like from the movies and everything. A really cool look to him. And I definitely like it. So if you were into the movie at all, which I hope you were because I really love the movie, then these figures could potentially be up your alley if you like the designs of Captain America and the Winter Soldier. The gimmicks that come with the toys are completely pointless, but if you're looking for some nice new figures to add to your collection, these are not too bad, aside from the quality control issues with the Winter Soldier one, at least, that I got. But the figure does look nice, though. So there's that. If you guys have any questions, please post them in the comments below, and I'll try and answer them for you. I don't typically get the Marvel toys, but usually whenever a new movie comes out, I'll buy at least one or two of the ones of the new figures or new suits, like for Captain America, stuff like that. So when Guardians of the Galaxy comes out, I will be getting figures for that as well and be reviewing those, so stay tuned for that. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and see you guys later.